What's something all grown women should know about men? I know you're insecure about your body, but I've seen you multiple times now and I'm into it, so you don't have to keep trying to hide everything from me. If I wasn't into it, I'd probably tell you. I have to explain this to my wife of 3 years whenever she tries to cover up because she's embarrassed about her body. Like, I've committed to be with one woman for the rest of my life, show me what you got. Fathers have paternal instincts too. I respect the mother of my child for what she went through with pregnancy, but that doesn't give her the right to dismiss me as a parent just because I can never experience what she went through. I feel my son's pain, his sadness, his excitement, his fears. Edit, a little bit of context. The mother of my child has told me on multiple occasions that, because I didn't give birth to our son, my instinct as a parent is inferior to hers. She is more in tune with him and is a better parent instinctually. Her mom, my mom, her grandma, her friends, my chick friends, all seem to agree. It is frustrating and really with me emotionally. No matter what I do, in the eyes of most people, I, biologically speaking, cannot be an equally great parent as a mother. Edit 2. Thank you to everyone from both for saying such nice things and showing your support. I didn't realize how much this was affecting me until posting it. I thought I was alone and it almost felt taboo to bring it up. Love you guys and gals. My mother, who has recovered in my adulthood and whom I now have a good relationship with to her credit, was an absent heroin addict that spent mostly every single dime she got on her next high. She constantly emotionally or physically abused us on the few occasions she was actually around or mentally present. My father had his faults. He was a sorry husband, a lousy unfaithful partner to every woman he was ever involved with, and so terrible with his finances that we had to struggle in ways that are impossible to articulate, but he was a great father. A sober workaholic who did everything he could for his 3 boys, including the 2 of us twins who, we found out only in adulthood, weren't biologically his, a secret he wanted to take to his grave and we never would have guessed. He worked 60+ hours a week, but spent every free moment with us. So much so that you'd swear there were 30 hours in a day. He set a tremendous example by virtue of the man he tried to be. He stressed education and empathy and was so slow to anger that the only times we ever faced it, it was always well deserved. He passed this last year, and I can safely say that it's only by his love and the need of my twin brother that I grew up into a decent man who tries to live always with love forward. My father is my hero, and I miss him every day. I will be lucky if my son views me the way you view your father. I am sorry for your loss, and speaking as a father, you were his hero too. The fact that you strive to be his hero says so much about you, and I really mean that. He lived for us. Since his passing, I've changed careers from marketing to emergency medicine. He died far too young, and if he had had quicker emergency responder care, he might have made it. It's no one's fault, but I want to be the guy who can make a difference for other people's loved ones in his memory. I'll make a little less money, but it means everything to me to carry his compassion with me in my work. Thanks for your kind words. I really just did a Ctrl+F and didn't find an explanation of grower vs shower? Wow. Okay, ladies, men fall into 2 camps, growers and showers. A grower, when seen flaccid, looks like he has an itty bitty. It looks sad. But when he gets aroused, that thing grows and grows in size to be a normal, full-sized. When the excitement is over, the guy will shrink back down. A shower, on the other hand, whether flaccid or hard, will be the same length, the difference being he's soft when soft and hard when hard. So, you should never judge a man based on his flaccid or the outline you can or can't see through his gym shorts or whatever, because that guy could be a grower. As a grower, I appreciate you including this, as it didn't even occur to me that women might not know about this phenomenon. I didn't know about it until my mid-20s, and I just thought show ERS got huge when. I think the browser will sometimes run an automatic update and maybe that causes the history to get reset. Edit, this got weird. People take super seriously. Everyone should have a chat with their computer illiterate s/o about bloatware and malware/viruses. Sometimes when you install something and don't uncheck some boxes during the install wizard, it'll also install some bloatware such as Acer Helper or web taskbars, or malware if it's a hacked program. Sometimes these viruses can inject fake history into your browsing history in an attempt to get you to visit those sites, such as Facebook games, torrent sites, or other illegal activities that contain additional malware. Some malware can steal credit card info or social security numbers. Be safe. I also heard they can fake Google autocomplete results to try to trick you to going to malware-infected sites. Oftentimes malware will charge to your card if they get your details, disguised as a subscription. They don't pull out all the money so you don't cancel your card, which further fuels the trick. You can usually dispute this with the company if it's discovered, and then you and your S/O need to have a talk about internet security and keeping your data safe. Clear cookies, get adblock. Everyone should also have a chat with themselves about private browsing. Just click the File menu and click to open a new private window. When you close that window, everything you did in it is forgotten. Use this to shop for birthday presents. Most importantly, start doing this now even if you don't think anyone is going to be using your computer anytime soon. This saves you the trouble of erasing years' worth of birthday shopping history later. Just note that this applies only to your computer. If you're on a network, the administrators can still see what you do. And your ISP can still see what you do, should they care. And the police can get records from the ISP, so don't think this helps you get away with anything illegal. Even then, sometimes it's just habit for people to keep an empty browser history. I have mine so that it gets erased once I close my browser. It's not that I'm looking up 24/7, it's just that I like to keep a clean history because I can't be bothered to constantly manually clean it, even if it's a page or two and a few clicks. If I really want to look something up again, I'll bookmark it or leave a note on my desktop. I get it's anecdotal, but I doubt I'm alone in this mindset. The option to clear history like this is a browser option for a reason. And no, it's not because incognito modes are a thing for that. We aren't at all like the men you see displayed on those sitcoms you watch. We are quite capable of taking care of ourselves, our house, our finances, and our children. We can cook, clean, and do our adult chores without destroying everything. We don't need you to tell us what to do, how to live, and how to manage our money, like one of those sitcom wives/girlfriends. I'm 34, and very capable of just about everything. I look at my little brother at 28, aside from fixing cars, he can't do. Doesn't even know how to turn on the gas heater. Cooking to him means boxed cheese and macaroni. All his friends, he has a ton, are all the same. They can bring home the bacon, but that's where their skills end. I know it's a common myth that men don't get subtle hints. But, at least in my experience, that's not strictly true. The reality is that, people, I'm not going to specify women because separating this by gender is stupid, vary so much in how they distinguish between flirting but just friendly, and politeness. So, the result is that you pick up what may or may not be a hint, and then have to decide whether attempting to cash in on that hint is worth ending up as somebody's creepy stranger horror story. When you ask what we are thinking about, and we reply nothing, sometimes we really are just thinking about nothing. It's not literally nothing, but it's such quick fragments of everything that I can't really put it into a short, 10 words or less sentence, without it sounding like nonsense. So nothing it is. Yeah, like if we're watching TV the thoughts will be like, that's a nice kitchen. Of course our kitchen is nice too, except that the toaster and the slow cooker take up space on the counter and we don't even use the slow cooker. I should use the slow cooker. I could make a nice big meal, but if I do I should get what's on sale. The circulars came with the paper today. Did I read the paper? Yeah, it had that stupid comment in the sports section, who are the Bears playing this week? I should look that up. On my phone maybe cubed chicken would be nice in the slow cooker. The Bears are going to get creamed this week. The week after we should have the Stevenses over. I could use the slow cooker then and watch the Bears. We're very fragile. I'm a sister to 5 brothers and it hurts me when women trash on men all the time. Men aren't superhuman and they have feelings and egos that can be hurt and bruised just as much as a woman's by something as simple as a seemingly throwaway comment. Ladies, be as kind to men as you'd like them to be to you. I don't think many people are really aware at how socialized men are to suppress any sign of emotional reaction, because it's perceived as weakness. There's being aware of it and there's being trapped in it psychologically, to such a deep degree that most men who engage and encourage this sort of behavior aren't often consciously aware of their own feelings, because they've been conditioned to ignore them or reason against them. Some of us get it, and don't know what to do either, aside from trying as best as is humanely possible to be cautious, careful, and kind.